I tried to like Uncharted 3, I really did, giving the heights to its predecessor Uncharted 2 set, but after playing it and seeing just how much work actually went into the game, I just can't force myself to like it. It's like a father realizing his daughter is a whore. Sure, you may try to love her, but then you begin to think differently. How could you, Diana? How could you? But honestly, I love this fucking game. It's like the Indiana Jones had just come into my house. Well, now that I've got that a fair amount of trolling over and the stupid people have written those damn comments at the bottom, let's talk about the game. Indiana Jones, I mean Nathan Drake, continues his adventures from the last game in search of his historical DNA lineage. He's joined once again by a familiar cast and crew that we all know. There's Sully, there's the hot chick, and of course the other hot chick, and Jason Statham. Oh, yeah, you can say that's not Jason Statham, but 20 minutes into the game, we all know who the fuck that guy is modeled after. I won't go deep into the story much because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so we'll just dive right into the meat of the game. But let me just say it. There's this part in the game where you're on a plane with this fat white guy, and they make it seem so fucking epic, but let me tell you, being on a plane with a fat white guy, not as epic as the game makes it appear to be. Well, no, doing that was fun. Single player is done much in the fashion that we've come to expect. Combat has been refined to allow more options and interactivity. A feature that people seem to care about now is the fact that Nathan leans his arm out to touch the walls to get a feel for the environment. And that's all well and good if it was fucking working half the time. A lot of the time Nathan will be touching just fucking air. So me personally, I have to imagine that he's just imagining that there are breasts somewhere really close to him and he's trying to get the feel for them. And suddenly, this way of thinking has made the game a lot more enjoyable. He ceases to be Nathan Drake, the explorer. And now he's Nathan Drake, the sexual molester of modern archaeology. And let's keep going with this way of thinking. Every game he kidnaps some new mistress, but this time he's brought back some of the old mistresses that he's brainwashed. But now he has to deal with some old lady who's on to his ways and tries to stop his molestation. And she has hired armed guards to protect the women of the world from his sick need for thrills. But Nathan just won't be stopped. He murders hundreds in his quest for sexual excitement, all in the name of... Okay, you know what? I think I've gone too far, which is a rarity for me, to be honest. Okay, let's just get back on track, shall we? Anyway, as Nathan Drake, you continue the tradition of running, shooting, climbing through various set pieces in the game. The controls are good and functional. Seems Naughty Dog understands that when you have something good, you don't fuck it up. And with the functional controls, they can focus on what most people come to the series for in the first place. The story. Naughty Dog brings a movie quality experience that you get to interact with like only they can do. To be honest, I really did find myself pushing forward, not because I cared much about the gameplay, but because I genuinely grew fond of the characters throughout the previous games. The characters feel like real people, and they give off a sense of humanity, which sometimes a lot of movies they can't even do properly. So to find it in a game series, and consistently I may add, is just fucking amazing. Honestly, out of my whole first playthrough, I only found two problems. The first being that touching walls that aren't really there, like molesting the architecture, and the second happened twice. I was minding my own business, just fucking around like I typically do, and suddenly, I teleported outside the building and I died. I have no idea why the fuck it happened. It never really happened again. I was able to progress the game. It was just weird, and I don't fucking understand it. Alright, and now that we've gotten that out of the way, it's time to talk about the multiplayer. Yes! Multiplayer! But I'm not gonna fucking review it because I don't really want to. I'm not getting paid for this, so I don't feel I have a need to, and I've already turned down my YouTube partnership program because I don't want ads on my channel right now. So fuck reviewing the multiplayer. There was a beta. You've all played it. Anyone who has the game now who cares about multiplayer, you played the beta. No one gives a fuck about my opinion. Go, if you own the game, enjoy it. That's all that matters. Single player was a great experience, and I had a lot of fun with it. It's providing something that only Naughty Dog can do, and I look to see what they do next. Whether they will make a completely different franchise, or they will continue the Uncharted series. Because right now, I wouldn't mind if they did. But we all know it's gonna be a Mario Kart type racing game.
The map proves it.
Great, but what for?